Hello, it's me again. I am currently at one of my clients here. I'm happy to say that the pump issue that we're having is not an issue with the pump itself. And in fact, I've actually purchased a soft wash pump just to mitigate that, so that, if you guys do have a pump that you're not sure if it's going to work, even if it's like a little 2 or 3 gallon per minute pump, that's not going to pull from a buffer tank. And my 4 gallon per minute pump, I'm kind of wondering if that is also an issue with pulling from a buffer tank. We'll circle back because I think I actually found the real issue. But I did buy that soft wash pump, or just any kind of RV pump really. On Amazon you can get them for like $150, right? A nice decent 5.5 gallon per minute. What I'm going to do with that is just hook that up in line from the buffer tank to the pump, and then just switch that on. So that'll pull 5.5 gallons, which is good enough for a 4 gallon per minute pump. And then I can also reverse it and use it as a soft wash pump. It does say that it's good for like chemicals and things like that. In fact, one of the slides on the pictures was showing a dude doing some soft washing. So we'll see how that works. It's gonna work probably better than nothing. I'm hoping it'll last more than a few weeks, but it's a good way to get started on it and just kind of see how it works. If it does, then certainly I'm going to invest a little more and get a more industrial style soft wash pump from probably BigShotSupplies.ca. Yes, they're quite a bit more expensive, but with cost usually comes reliability. So we're going to try the pump that comes in on Tuesday, and I'll hook that up, and I'll put that in this video here. The actual problem that I think I'm having, though, is I believe my garden hose may have collapsed on the inside. I can't find any kinks or anything like that. This location that I'm at right now usually has tons of pressure coming out of their building. Now I'm probably gonna take the hose off, turn it back on just to see. Yeah, okay, that's still coming out pretty good and strong. It'll tell me immediately if the issue is with the garden hose. So I think, like I say, I think it may have collapsed on the inside, which means probably good to get a more ideal hose. I've heard Flexzilla garden hose is very good. Pick that up sometime, but for now what I'm going to do is just fill the buffer tank, put that water pump in line, and use that with a smaller garden hose. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the issue. My garden hose has collapsed internally, because it doesn't seem like it is. So excited to try that out on Tuesday and let you know. Which is good, because it's pretty rare. I haven't had an issue at any hookup. Even ones that are like older and trailers and things like that have traditionally have low pressure at the house. So right now I am filling the buffer tank. I am gonna still use it, like suck from it. Today I've only got a couple of things to do remotely. I don't really want to keep doing that with that pump because it is starving of water, or should I say it's thirsty. So I'm putting that together. Here, I'll show you how much pressure is coming out of this, and I'm a lot more used to a lot more pressure flow coming out of this garden hose from this location. Usually this fills up within 10 minutes, and that actually seems to be going even less. So, and I have all the hose out, and this is just taking a very long time to fill. Let's just follow the line here. I do have all of the hose out of it, just in case there was a kink somewhere. Doesn't seem like there is, though. I'll have to roll all that back up eventually. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this has collapsed internally, especially more than likely somewhere around this area. I mean, there's a lot of, I can't even squeeze that, so I wonder, the restriction's probably up here a little further. That still feels good. Yeah, so it could still be the building. I haven't tried yet. When I take this hose off, I'll turn it on again, and we'll see how much pressure comes out of their tap. All right, our garden hose is back on the trailer. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and we'll see how much pressure is coming directly from the tap. And that'll confirm our issue. That's what I think. It's gonna come out that fast. Oh. Oh. You know what? That does seem to be a little less. Kind of looks like this. There seems to be a little thing in there, a little water restrictor. I don't remember having that before. Still, that's still plenty, I would think. So, whatever. At least by having the water pump, it's going to eliminate this as a possible problem on any future project. So I'm happy with that. And also, like, when I was rolling up that when I was rolling up the hose, it's quite evident that it is damaged, probably on the inside. A lot of kinks that happen just from pulling it out and stuff, and they're pretty tight kinks. So I am quite certain that the hose is an issue. That's fine. With the water pump, we can run it right off the tank. And I just did that too with the tank only, hoping that it would suck out of the tank. It worked just fine this time. So I don't know what happened at the on Friday there, and why the tank also wasn't working. But whatever, we got this pump that's coming on Tuesday, and I'm happy to get it. So, because I can even hook it up to like a sink for, you know, washing my hands and doing all sorts of different things with it. So anyways, and it's also a good backup. It'll be a good opportunity as well for having two people on the tools kind of thing. One person's doing the pressure washing and another one's doing the soft washing. So it's good. All right, we've got some confirmation here. First off, this is working. Well, I haven't actually tested it with pump yet, or with power. I got to get some fitting or some clamps here, something like that, just to tighten those down. But we do have confirmation. There's nothing wrong with the pump. I'm so happy about that. This hose here, I can blow through this hose without too much difficulty. That said, I will be replacing it because it's probably starting to collapse. But let's have a look at these. I've cut this hose up just to try to find a hose that will work for what I'm doing there, and also to confirm, indeed, that has collapsed internally. So we're good. I wonder if I could. No, I'm not. Well, maybe. Like, just take off the red part of this and just use that. That might be something I'll try. I mean, this is all junk anyways, so. I'm going to cut this up into little pieces and try to get something out of it so that I can kind of reuse it for various things like this. I'll show you what we have here going on right now. I'm going to run through it pretty quick because I'm not settled on this quite yet. But we can have this pump in two different ways. First off, if we're hooked up to a house, then I could have someone pressure washing. And then I or someone else, whatever, it can be a two-person team. So one person's doing concrete or whatever, and the other person will be doing soft washing with this, and we can do that now. So let me just unplug things here. So this is, technically I could probably run it off this. It does take 30 amps, so this probably wouldn't be the best way to do it, but I could also run it off the pump's battery, or I could even just take it off the trailer here. From the car's battery. I might have to turn the headlights on or marker lights on or something in order to make it work, and that'll be the switch to turn the pump on. Or I'll just get an inline switch as well. It'll be a double switch because I would need this. This is just an always on switch, right? So I do need to get some fittings and stuff for that, but this is really cool. I'm really excited about this. This pump actually does look like it's in pretty good, like it's got a good bunch of weight to it. It seems like it's been built pretty well. I bought this for $150, and it is a 6.5 max, 6.5 gallon per minute. Voltage is 12 volts direct, And we've got 50 max. Okay, that's not bad. Or yeah, that's got to be pressure 70 psi. Now this is definitely a a China special sort of thing, but it was designed in North Carolina, so I guess we'd still have a little bit of the North American kind of, because I do want to try to support local as much as I can, and when I can, I will buy a proper soft wash pump from Big Shot Supplies down in Langley, and that's as local as I can get. Potentially up at KMS Tools here too, they'll probably have something like that too. So I'll just try to support local as much as you can, but the reality of it is, especially when you're just getting started, is my arm hurts. Especially when you're just getting started. You know what? Sometimes you just can't spend the $700 on a pump. It's just not practical. It's more practical to buy 2 or 3 of these pumps, and that should last you maybe a couple months. I don't know. We're going to see how long this pump will last. It does have a strainer built in, which is kind of nice. But anyways, back to the point. Sorry about the wind. If there is some, there probably is. So here's how I have this kind of set up right now. What I can do is pull from the tank here, and I have a little from the old hose that's all busted. I kind of made that open that up again, and I can put that on there and put that on there. Well, this will probably just always be on there. And then I can just switch them around here to here if I need to or whatever. And what that's going to do, and then from there, I would have this line is going to be hooked up. I'm still thinking how to do this. So that's going to be hooked up to here, and the other end of it will have going into here. What that'll do is allow and make sure and ensure that we always have at least 4 gallons per minute going to this pump. You can pull from your tank, but there's gonna be a bit of dry pump when you do that. You can kind of siphon it, just put the hose low below the tank, and the water will start flowing through it, and then plug it in. But just to be safe, it might make sense just to have that hooked up, so that you're getting a good amount of pressure out of it. The other option that we have here is by taking that line we talked about, this line here, and we can put that on the output here, right? And then that's, oh sorry, no, I'm silly. We'll put that on the input here, and then put the other end of it in the tank. I'm gonna find a way to make that. I'm gonna get a little piece of PVC or whatever, so that stays straight. And then that's gonna go in here. This will always just be water for the most part, although I am doing a pretty big job coming up here, so I might even just throw 5 gallons of Clean Sol or HD Brightenol, or maybe even bleach for that matter, is just going to go in here. And then we'll have that hooked up to there. From there, we will take this line. This line is going to my reel, my garden hose reel right here. And that's going to go into here. And then what that will allow is for us to be able to come over here with a soft wash handle, or just a regular garden handle, and turn that on, and we pull the trigger. You got yourself a proper soft washing system. And what's cool is if it is set up like that, then we would be able to have someone doing pressure and another person doing this one, soft washing. That can go into any bucket as well. In fact, technically I could put that pump on top of one of these buckets and then use this 12-volt battery right here. And that, it's just like, here, I'll just do it right now, right there, from there, and then I'll grab this pump. We'll put the pump on here, and that's it. Put the vacuum side right here. We'll put that little hose right in there, and then just walk around with a small bit of hose, and you've got yourself a portable soft wash bucket. Geez, like, that is something I could just put in the car. Like, I don't even need a trailer for something like that, right? I get three buckets. If it's a small job, 3 buckets, stage 1, stage 2, and then rinse. Well, no, probably not rinse. That would make sense. So I'd still have to have a way to rinse. So yeah, I would still have to bring this. But how cool is that? So something that I've learned from all of this is when you guys are using really cheap hose from wherever that has a susceptibility of doing this, what I was doing, unfortunately, and this was my mistake, is I was cranking this thing on and it was going on tight. Like I was putting it on pretty tightly to the point where, chicken strips and fries are being cooked. Nice. Anyways, I just got a text. And what happens when I do that is I can actually feel that is flat AF. So that was my mistake. I will put this one on, which still has some life in it. I'm sure it's beginning to collapse, but it does work right now. And I'm going to make sure not to have it too tight on there, because that's just not smart. So that is one thing. If you're using, now I could be wrong about this. I'm still getting used to what quality products there are out there. But from what I've heard, Flexzilla is a good hose to use. And my understanding is that that's a lot stronger hose to use as well. So get out of the wind here. It's a lot stronger hose to use as well and won't collapse as easily like that. Even then, take care of your equipment. You know what? No, okay, I was gonna say that might have been the issue in the first place with that first pump, but I did have a different hose hooked up at that point that is known to work. So that pump was fried. That was definitely dead. This new pump is working great. And guys, I'm really excited about this little pump here. Little soft wash pump. I think that's gonna work really well. I hope it does. Again, you know, when you're buying cheap, you should expect cheap, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you can get stuff that's cheap and will still get the job done. That does say it's an industrial pump, so there's something there to say about that. But yeah, so tomorrow I have another day. So tomorrow I'll go ahead and start messing around a little bit more with that, because I'm just gonna go out and buy a couple of the clamps to try to tighten that down, maybe a bit of PVC pipe so that I can straighten the hose out. I'm fairly broke right now, so I'm not going to be buying like better hose or anything like that. Not right now. It's going to happen, but it's just not going to happen right now. So regarding like the soft wash handles, one of the most common ones that I've seen used is actually this $8 trigger one that you can get at Princess Auto. Now that's just, it's a trigger gun. Like there's nothing special about it. So it makes sense that it shouldn't be too expensive. So cases like that, you really don't need to spend a ton of money. Yeah, I am working on a video soon that I actually have scripted and everything. So it's going to be a video that talks just all about, like, yes, it's true. All you need to get started is a cheap Canadian Tire. It's 2.6 gallon per minute. You know, what is that, like 2600 psi pump. You can get started with that, and you can start doing the jobs and doing whatever. But at the end of the day, what you really need is a plan. Without a business plan written down, all you are is a body without a skeleton. So what you need to do is make sure that you have a good, strong foundation. All your bones within your company are built up correctly in order to properly support your business as you go forward. So I'll talk more on that at some point when I find a way and to write up that script, or the script's actually written, but gotta make some changes, and because things have changed as well. And that's the thing, every day is gonna change. When you are running your own business, everything's gonna change on a daily basis. And your income is gonna start here, and it's going to continue here, but it's going to compound. It's going to keep going up and up and up as long as you stick to it and don't give up. Guys, I've been doing this for 3 years and I'm still broke, but there is a way, or I have a bookkeeper, I have proper tools and everything. Like I use Jobber now, which is a great tool to use for your FSM, your field service management. If you guys want to use my referral code, you can. I'll have it linked down here. It's just my name, Corey Heisman. And that'll get you 2 months free, I think, and it also gets me 2 months free. I actually just had another guy. It's one of the good news things that happened today. I got an email from Jobber saying that A friend of mine has signed up officially, and I get another 2 months for free. I have yet to pay for Jobber, other than a couple add-ons that I have. So I'm paying like 30 bucks, I think was my invoice last time. And like that, it's for the Grow package, it is 300, somewhere around $300 a month US. $279. It's pretty expensive, but it's an invaluable tool. And with the Grow Plus, you can put optional line items and stuff, and customers can go in there when they're viewing their quote and choose whether or not to turn on or to activate or whatever one of the line items that you chose as an optional line item. You can have it as recommended or not, so they can just see it and click. If it's recommended, it'll be auto-clicked and they can take it off. If it's not recommended, it won't be clicked, but it's something that they can choose. And I've already had 2 people choose that, which means that has already paid for itself, assuming I was even paying for it. Like at this point, I have 4 months of free Jobber just because of my referral. I was referred by someone, so that got me 2 months. And then someone I referred is officially signed up, and so he's gonna get 2 months, and then so will I. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up here and just clean everything up. I'm kind of done for the day. Plus, like I said, chicken and fries are being made. I'm not sure how I'm gonna cut this video together. It's gonna be a multi-day, and I'm just gonna keep doing things until I'm not doing them anymore. Okay, until I decide to post or edit something together and put it together. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up here, and we are going to finish my day. Tomorrow's another open day, so I'll come back and start you know, getting that properly working, and yeah, we'll go for it. Okay, guys, bye. Okay, here I am. Well, my clients, oh, they've got a light on. I'm gonna turn that light off for them. Is their door just open? Yeah. There. Good thing I was here. So I'm just taking some of their water because it's kind of the closest place I can find that can provide me with a little bit of water. I'm gonna fill this tank up a little bit. We're not hooked up to anything. This is the only thing that we've got going on right now, is just water going into the tank. So, oh, you heard it whisper. I've got the pump down there, and it's just going through here right now. So we're just sucking it out of here. It's kind of going up and around here right now, but pump's just hiding down there. See if it'll go brrr. Actually, if it's not doing that, that's a good thing. It means we're up to pressure. This is actually what I've already done here, just kind of spraying it and trying it and stuff. But I think I got all the air out of the lines. I mean, that's not bad, and it's just running off the little battery right there. I am going to hook up or run some lines to this. So when I'm working, I'm actually just going to unplug it from here. I have another one of these 4-pin adapters, and we're just gonna, I got brown wire, but that's fine as long as I know which one's which. And it'll be run off the car's battery. Now for these type of things, apparently you do want it like a marine grade battery. I don't have the money for that. Those are like 300 bucks. So we're just gonna make do with what we got here. I'm wondering if having it hooked up to the car's battery will be, I mean, it's probably more amps in there, so maybe it'll kind of make it go even further than that, which, I mean, I'm not terribly upset about how far that's going. Oh. All right. See how far I can get her. And it runs really nice. It's so quiet. It's a really cool idea that, oh, I was gonna do a little pace here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29. So, assuming my feet are 12 inches, that's 30 feet for a little 5.5. It's advertised on Amazon as 5.5 gallons, but on the pump it actually says 6.5 gallons max, or 6 gallons normal. So, yeah, pretty happy. You know, that spray's pretty good too. That's definitely going to work better than what I have. So this, we're going to be doing a gutter job tomorrow, as well as a building wash. And it's really cool because when it's time, I'll probably put some pool shock in here, or actually You can get stuff that's like you put like a cap full in, that's good for a pool. So I mean that's excessive, but it'll be good because it does have just a little bit of mold and mildew and stuff. So I will finish the 2-stage up with that, with rinsing all that off with the 2-stage, with the concoction that I make in here, and that'll get rid of any. They have very small amounts of mold and mildew, so it'll be fine. Look at that. I'm happy with it. That's going to work really good. I will also be kind of cleaning up a couple of messes that I made at my new storage locker. That's why I'm here, just to fill up some water so I can do that. I told her I would do it tonight, but this is not horrible. A little more pressure would be good, or the flow would be good, but this is a good start. And that should, I mean, I might still have to use the pump, the pressure washer, to get high up, but that's okay. Yeah, and then now I can also batch mix too, so I can get some more tanks. Maybe a couple of square tanks and get rid of this. And then step 1, step 2, and like I put a 5-gallon bucket of the Clean Sol and a 5-gallon bucket of the HD Brightenol, and just put it all in here. And that'll be like the, you know, I'll make it so it's like a 40 to 1 mix. Obviously not in here, but actually in the probably gonna get little cubes like that. I wonder if they'd fit on this trailer side by side. That'd be good if it does. So yeah, just gonna keep filling this up a bit, and I'll probably document. I'll document me cleaning up that mess there at the storage locker. But hey, why don't I just get rid of this synthetic piss? If you guys are truckers or you know anything about DEF, you know that this is just piss. Wow, it's 66% water and 33% synthetic urea, which is like cat urine. And the wonderful thing about it is that that extra 1%, you know, you carry the one, whatever, that's just hopes and dreams. Gotta pay for that now. All right. Beautiful Kamloops, British Columbia. I am currently on a job, and I'm on a roof, and just flushing these gutters now. My pump just got fired up, so I'm gonna start flushing. Okay, just got one more corner of this building to do. You can see how dusty it is. So it's gonna look good when we get that cleaned up. Just got a few more gutters here to flush out, and then I'll be wrapping up here. I think I might be able to get some video of this here.
Fantastic, man.
So good. Glad to hear it. It's hard for me to tell because I'm like, you know, it's so gradual for me.
Oh, that's your phone there?
That's my phone.
Okay. Well,
It's so gradual for me. It's hard for me to tell if it's doing anything. But yeah, when you leave and then you come back and you see like kind of night and day, right?
yeah.
So,
Oh, it's spectacular. You know. I hope it lasts more than 2 or 3 weeks.
it should. This time here is pretty bumpy for sure, eh?
Yeah.
But I got to get to the roadside, eh?
Yeah, that's part of it too. Yeah. But everywhere, there's certain places that you can just tell.
Yeah.
Did you already do the back of the building too?
It's still swelling on it. Kind of it.
Oh, good.
And then the front of it.
How is the back of the building? Is it?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, the front seems to have a lot more, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tired. It's a good 10 hours here. Look at the way this fence turned out, though. Damn. I love that. That's a pro bono, too. I was just curious to know how well it would work. So there's going to be a couple of these little weeping hole things here. It's not a big deal. A cloth will take care of that. And I mean, I could come back. I've told them, like, I can come back and take care of it if you'd like, but it is just a cloth. So it's just weeping holes because you'll see underneath some of these here. See if I find one. You can see little weeping holes right there. So sometimes the water gets up in behind there. And leaks out after. So just gathering my things and I'm getting out of here. We are back at my snow removal client doing another property, another concrete clean. They got some mold here, mostly dirt and mold over here, and a section over here with some rust. So we're gonna pre-treat, let it soak, sit, whatever, for 30 minutes and then start making some noise. All right, so that's pre-treating. Smells like a pool back here. This mold hopefully will die. Yeah, I got the rust removal doing its thing. Missed a little spot right there. Okay, that is job done. Thinking there, as this dries, we might end up getting a few streaks. I do not have my surface cleaner anymore, but the good news is most of this rust has come up and pretty well all the mold. So I'll let this dry. If it still looks like, I mean, no, I think it'll turn out just fine, to be honest. Well, I guess we'll see. All right. Well, I'm gonna do my clothes off here. Just finished one of my fleet wash clients, and yeah. Anyways, because it's a Kia, right? No, and I'd like to say that, but it's also 130,000 kilometers on it, which is like what, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. That's 6.5 years of average driving. So, in the 6.5 years that I've been driving this car, in the 2 years, not even that I've owned it, my front right wheel bearing is shot, and it has been shot for a while, I'll be honest. Let me just zoom out. So I've ordered that part begrudgingly. It's very hard to afford. But they are like $700 from Kia directly, and I would imagine that's because nobody's bringing in a Kia and purchasing these parts of this year, because generally they'd be under warranty. So they extort you a little bit, because hey, if you're putting that kind of kilometers on it, then you must be doing something for a living with it, so you could afford $700. Nah. One of the few times I went very not local and ordered one off eBay for $260 shipped. And I believe the reason they're $260 is because they come from South Korea, which is where this car is manufactured, or at least produced. So the parts are cheaper. And somehow, it's going to be 5 to 10 days that it's here. That's faster than like if I were to order something from Ontario or something, or the US, or it's certainly comparable. So good on them. And from the reviews that I saw from that seller, yeah, average 5 or 6 days. I'm thinking I'm going to get it by Friday, which would be really good. The reason why it's a Christmas tree is the speed sensor is in there too. So everything that relies on anything to do with speed is not going to work. That includes obviously the ABS, traction control, forward collision, the diff lock apparently, power steering. The power steering is electric, so you know, it changes its stiffness or whatever based on how fast or slow you're going, or if you're in sport mode or normal mode or whatever. Auto hold is off because it doesn't know for sure that you're stopped, and downhill assist is off because it doesn't know for sure that you're stopped, and even the engine auto shut off, which I usually disable that anyways. A little bit concerning because I know that bearing has been bad for a little while, and clearly it's gotten a lot worse. And just to top that off a little bit, see if I have it in here still. I don't, of course. But really excited about that pump, that soft wash pump. I broke it because why not? China special, right? Now the pump itself seems like it's pretty good, but the fittings that it comes with, very, very thin. And I just picked it up and it snapped right off. So went to Home Depot and I bought, obviously that's a PVC plug, but that's the end, the male end that I got, or the barbed end that I got at that size, and was able to push that on with another female end that fits, just a 1/2 inch that fits. And that's actually good because that is that's going to be a much better part and will last a lot longer. Just kind of sucks because I really wanted to use it on that house wash that you saw me doing there just these last clip ago or so, or I don't know. I am going to finish off the video here today. I have kind of fixed that. Everything is hooked up pretty much the way that I'd already talked about, with it being hooked up to my marker lights. I do need to replace the trailer, or the car side of the trailer, or the 4-pin adapter, just because that ground, it's either the ground or the marker pin is not very secure, it's not very strong. So I kind of have to fidget with it, and I was really concerned because it wasn't working right away, but as I think I went to unplug it and I heard it like kind of fire up for a quick second, and so I just kind of, you know, moved things around and managed to find a spot where it kind of stays on. That's not gonna work for when I'm out there in the field, but for testing purposes I was able to see that the 2 fittings that I replaced these with work fine. They are 90 degree. These are actually surprisingly hard to find. A female to a barbed, it's surprisingly hard to find. Maybe at an RV store or something I might be able to find the better part there, but honestly the part that I have on there now, as long as I can get pressure and everything out of it, or flow out of it, I'm happy. So wrap up the video now. I won't lie, I'm very anxious about my car. I can't keep driving it like this, so I'm really hoping that bearing shows up at around 2 weeks ago. I don't think that works that way. Does time work that way? No. So anyways, hopefully by Friday it'll show up. So I figured I'll just end it off now. Next week we have a lawn care and a parkade flush and a parking lot flush, same place. And we might also have a concrete clean as well at that snow removal client again. I've gotten quite a bit of work from there. I pulled up to their house by accident. I was about to get started on the concrete. I knew right away as soon as wait, no, this is the wrong space, wrong place. They're all like townhouses that look very similar. So, but the guy was out there moving the furniture, like the patio furniture around. So it just put in my head, oh, this is the place. And I was like, oh no, sorry, I'll just go on to where I'm actually going. And kind of told him a little bit of what I was doing and yada, yada, yada. And then while I was doing up fixing up the trim there at that concrete clean, the first one, they popped over and asked if I could quote them. So I did, and they said yes, and then referred me to another place. So she has seen the quote, but she hasn't approved or declined it yet. I will follow up. Actually, my systems will follow up automatically, but if I still don't hear, I will follow up again with her and see if she wants it done. It sounds like she does, though. So, money's coming in, just very slowly. Thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe, like, comment. Really love that. I posted a little short there yesterday and got quite a bit of attention on that. 3 new subscribers at least. I haven't checked in the last couple hours, so it might be more now. I don't know, we'll see. I'd really appreciate that, and have fun, stay safe, and be awesome.